Hey y'all, happy new year. I hope 2026 is as good for you as we have all prayed that it will be. Why don't we start the year with my recommendations for comms people about the things that they should focus on as we start the year. This is based on, of course, what the research says, what the consensus is in the PR and strategic comms community. And then finally, because it is me, I need to back it up with my faith and the Bible. All right. So these are my 5 recommendations for comms people when it comes to our practice this year. The first one is that we have to put relationships back into what we do as PR professionals. The second one is that we need to take our communication audits seriously. The next one is let us go back, look at our crisis management plans, polish them up, and get ready to go into the year. The fourth one is that as corporate communications, PR professionals, strategic communications professionals, development communication professionals, we need to take information management seriously. And finally, my 5th recommendation is advocacy is important. We need to think about advocacy. The reason is we are the conscience of the organizations we work for, and we need to be able to advocate for the less privileged in our society. Let's get into the first one, which I said is relationship management. It is time for us to put the relations or relationship aspect back into what we do as strategic communications professionals or PR professionals. There are several definitions of public relations. The ones that I like the most are the ones that mention PR. And so after reading and teaching public relations since 2014, I think, 2013, 2014, this is one of my favorite definitions of public relations that I came up with myself based on all of these readings. And it is that public relations is the management function that establishes and maintains mutually beneficial relationships between organizations and the publics on whom its success or failure depends. And this is done by deliberately telling the story of the organization. You cannot deny that at the heart of what we do is relationship building and management. And this involves engagement. We need to come to that place where we are talking through things, engaging with people at the level that makes sense to them, rather than trying to bulldoze our way through issues and situations because we are organizations that have money, that have power, etc., etc. Your stakeholder engagement should have community and relationship building at heart. And it is important that you are building mutually beneficial relations. This means that the relationships that you are building does not just benefit the organization, but your stakeholders as well. You know, because it is me, of course, I have to add the biblical angle to this. In Genesis, it talks about Adam needing a companion. Often when we talk about this, we are thinking about it in terms of marriage, but no, I think that relationships are important for not just individuals, but for organizations as well. Sit down with your stakeholders, talk through things, ask questions. Which brings me to my next point about relationship building and management. Fairness. We need to be fair when we are engaging with our stakeholders and with the communities that we work for. We don't go in thinking that we have all the wisdom in the world. It is only fair and ethical that we listen to other people. Like the Akan say, wisdom is not in one person's head. And so listen to your stakeholders. Don't listen to respond. Listen to inform you. Again, let me add that relationship management is also a leadership skill. In another life, I used to be a union leader. And one of the things that I learned to do was to engage, especially when we had to take critical decisions. One of the things I used to do was to speak to the people who had influence on an individual level. And so I'll go into people's offices, have conversations with them, tell them this is what we want to do and this is why we want to do it. What that meant was that we recognized the influence that people had within their network and we used that. And so when it came to the table where the decision had to be made, it was done without fuss and without wasting a lot of time. And you can do the exact same thing for the stakeholders that you deal with. Recognize the influence that people have. And sometimes this influence does not even come with a title. So you need to find out who your stakeholders are, what influence they wield in the places that they are, and engage with them. Again, like I said, sit with them. You know, relationship management or relationship building also will help you in the time of crisis. Because what happens is, because they know you and they know why you do what you do, when things go south, they will say that, let's sit down and discuss this. And I want to end by saying that as strategic comms professionals, as PR professionals, we need to remember that relationships are at the heart of what we do. Rather than chasing virality in the age of digital and AI, I say, let's connect with people. Let us build relationships that are mutually beneficial to us and to the stakeholders that we deal with. I'll see you again with a bit more depth into the other recommendations that I make for 2026. See you all soon. Bye.